these brave fellows. We're still in turn 2, okay? And it's Great Dorge has just activated, and he didn't do anything. He just stayed where he was. And so we moved to Miloradovitch. He's the only one that can activate, so he's the only one left. So we're going to activate him. And so they want to move, and I think they're going to move up to maybe challenge the French here. Okay, we might do a cavalry charge just to maybe show how that works. So first, I'm going to move these infantry units right here, and they're going to move up to challenge this battalion, French battalion right there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to move this cavalry unit to here, and they're going to roll for a charge, and so they have to pass their fatigue value, which is 3. Okay, and so we roll, and they roll got to roll over. They got a 5, and so they're not able to charge. So they can still move, but they just can't charge. So we're going to leave them right there where they're at. Maybe I think we're going to move them. They can still move, so we're going to move them over 1 here, so their artillery unit can step in here. And he's still going to stay. Let's see. He's going to get, let's say we get a little closer here. We're going to right there and be a little closer this time. And Miloradovich is going to move up right here, so he's close enough to add any of his command value to some of these the units there. I tell you what, I think he's going to move up to the cavalry. I mean, up to this artillery unit and this grenadier unit to be up there closer, so that he can also help with fatigue or something. So here we go. Well, we got defensive fire, which is going to be that 4th. It's the 3rd battalion of the 4th Leaguer, and so they do their defensive fire. They have a strength of 5. This is in terrain 1, and so it's broken terrain, and they get a -1 on the combat die. Okay, we have leaders both available, so with that cancels out. So we just have a roll where you roll, and we get a 6, and that's going to be a 5 after that. And we've got a strength of 5, and so it becomes 5, and that's going to be a miss. Okay, no effect, in other words. Okay, and so now the Grenadiers and Jaegers, which are there, are going to fire, and they've got 4 and 4. That's an 8. Okay, and so we have an 8 broken terrain -1, and so we have a die roll, and they roll a 5, which becomes a 4 on the 8, and the 4 here is going to be a retreat, so they force a retreat. Okay, so this unit is going to have to retreat, and he's going to back up, I guess, into this clear terrain. And these units, because they can advance, they're going to advance into here. Okay, and then we have offensive fire from this artillery unit, which is 4. Okay, clear terrain, leaders to cancel each other out. And we have a roll of a 3, okay? And a 3 with a 4 strength is going to be no effect. Okay, so we go straight to combat, okay? And with the melee, we got to roll to see if they can actually melee, okay? So we roll a 6, and they're not going to be able to melee. That's higher than their fatigue value, which is used to determine if they can actually attack. And so what we do, we look here and attack to perform melee. They fail. Melee may not they may not melee attack. So that's the end of that segment with that Russian unit, and that's the end of the turn because we don't have anybody else to activate, and we don't have anybody for recovery. So that's the end of the turn. Okay, we're going to go to turn 4.